Hey, New Covenant, Jay Smith here, and just wanted to bring you some information. As most of you know, this Sunday, June 7th, we are reopening our church for our 8:45 and 11 o'clock services. We are excited, but we also are moving forward with an abundance of caution for what that's going to look like. This Sunday, though, I just want to tell you, AC is preaching his final sermon as the senior pastor here at New Covenant called Being the Salt and Light. And I just encourage you, whether you can join us on campus here or if you can join us online, 8:45 and 11 o'clock, we are going to stream that service. I think it's going to be a special Sunday. I'm really looking forward to it, and I hope you are as well. The second thing that I want to tell you about our reopening is that we have to be in this for one another. This past Sunday on Pentecost, I challenged you as part of our church to memorize Acts 4:31. But in 4:32, and I just want to read this, it says this: "Now the whole group of those who believed were of one heart and soul, and no one claimed private ownership of any possessions, but everything they owned was held in common." The early church set the tone for our activity and behavior as a church today. And one of the key pieces of who they were that should permeate into who we are is the fact that they were united with one spirit. They were so on the side of one another that everything they did was for the greater good of the whole community. And I say that as just a reminder that that's what we want to be about as we begin this process of reopening. I do have a few guidelines that we want to lay out for you as you move back to church on the 7th of June or move back to church here on campus. The first one is this. There was a church in Arkansas where somebody came symptomatically to church, and what happened is 35 people in that church were infected with the coronavirus, and they even had at least one fatality because of that. We want to avoid that. If you're sick, if you think it's just allergies, if you're running a fever, please just stay home. It's really important that you do that for the sake of your brothers and sisters here at church. In line with that is we are going to respect social distancing in a lot of different ways. Number one is we're going to section off every other pew. And so pick one of those that hasn't been sectioned off. And then as you or your family or you and your husband and wife, as you get situated, just leave 6 feet between you and the people that are going to be sitting next to you. All of our volunteers and staff will be in masks, but we're encouraging you to wear a mask if you are comfortable in doing so. This is just one of those things. It's an easy way for us to be on the side of one another. We aren't going to do New Covenant kids or youth or even Sunday schools for right now. For what looks like the majority of June is we're just going to be doing worship on campus only. The last thing I do want to tell you is that there's going to be some changes in the worship service. We're not going to pass an offering plate. Dwayne Simpson here has created offering boxes that are going to be located by each one of the main exits in the worship center. We're not going to have communion this week. We're not going to do coffee and donuts. Things are going to look weird, and I need your grace and I need your understanding in the midst of all of this. We're actually not even going to really have congregating time. And so if you do want to congregate, that just needs to not be in the building. So at 8:45, you can come in to worship, and we're only going to be opening the doors about 15 minutes before service. You can get situated, and then as soon as service is over, we'll need you to move out so we can bring in what we have in the sanitation crew to come in and clean the space. That's all I have for now. Thank you so much for your time today, and I am excited to join with you in person on the 7th, or if you join online, we're excited to join with you there. Thanks for your time. Have a great day.